when I came home from the hospital like this, in a wheelchair, with my ragdoll body in a wheelchair, this was never something that I thought would ever happen to me. I mean, ever. I was so far removed from the wheelchair community that I didn't even know somebody who knew somebody in a wheelchair. And here I was, me, in a wheelchair. And I started to cry. And I thought, I'm never going to be able to teach my kids how to dance like I always thought I would. And then I started to cry even harder because I thought, well, maybe I'm not even going to have kids. Maybe I can't. And then I started to cry even harder because I thought, well, maybe the reason I'll never have kids is because I'll never find a husband who would want to marry me. And I started to cry just so hard. And then I started to pray, and I was mad. I think this is where faith kind of backfires a little bit. Because if you have faith in God, then you've got somebody to blame, right? Because if you have faith that God knows all things, he knows the beginning from the end, the front from the back, the inside from the out. And if he knows all that, he can fix all that. He can change things. He can stop bad things from happening. So why doesn't he sometimes? Why does he let these bad things happen to us? And I was mad at him. I said, Heavenly Father, why have you done this to me? Really? Why have you done this to me? I didn't do anything to you. I was just being normal, average, regular. Why have you taken away so much from me? And I probably didn't deserve it. That in his mercy, which by definition means undeserved, he answered me and chastised me, which I did deserve. And said, don't covet, because I have given you more. It will be 12 years that I have jumped off that cliff. And it has taken a long time, the majority of that time, to begin to figure out how what seems to be so much less could actually be more. And it has come to a point, and I'm still learning how this less is actually more. But I've come to a point where I can tell you wholeheartedly and in all honesty that if I could go back 12 years ago to that cliff and just see myself right before I jumped off. It was an accident, but if I could just see myself right before I jumped off, and if I could stop it, or if I could change it, or if I could do something about it, I tell you that I absolutely would not. I would push myself. Bam! It's going to be good for you. You'll like it later. Bye. This is truth. And I think that all of us feel the same way, don't we? It's when things go wrong that we remember that part of our lives so much better. It's when things don't happen the way that we wanted them to happen. It's when we've had a hard climb. You know, I'm well versed with ramps and inclines and stuff, but only if it was truly hard do I stop at the top and turn around and feel victorious. And all of us have similar experiences in our lives where we've had that climb and had that hill to climb, and we turn around and feel victorious for having overcome or continuously overcoming. Some problems just don't go away. Some problems are just here to stay. This is something that they can't cure. There's no cure for spinal cord injury like me. They can't make my brain talk to my body. They can't let my body talk to my brain. It stops right at my neck. I mean, it just is. They just can't fix it now. I mean, I'm sure it'll be like LASIK somewhere down the line, 10, 15 years later, where you can't walk and you roll into the place and they just zap you and you walk out. See ya! Flip people off on the way. Guess what I can do? Oh, sorry, you offended? No, that was good. Just kidding. You should never flip people off. I want to share with you some tricks that I've learned for enduring trials that are current, because really this life is not about overcoming. It is about I mean, yes and no, it's about overcoming, but mostly it's about not just enduring, but enduring well, enduring royally, enduring famously, enduring happily. And these are tricks that I've learned.